Hey, what's up everyone? So today I'm going to make a little review of the Peugeot 5008 of 2001. This one has the GT Pack trim, and this is a front wheel drive with an automatic transmission of 8 speed. In terms of engine, we have a 1.6 liter Puretech turbo engine of 4 cylinders, which gives us 180 horsepower and 250 Newton meters of torque. For the 0 to 100, it will be done in 8.3 seconds for a weight of 1.5 tons. So in terms of design, so we have a gray platinum for this car. We have this specific here bumper grille, which is, you know, a mix of chrome and matte black, and we have those continuous lines right here into the bumper, which I really like. We have the full LED light with the side light with the static static side light, and we have here the LED lights, which is like a big tooth. In terms of rims, so we have bicolor wheels, which are very nice, and in terms of tires, we have a 205 55 R19. So those are very nice wheels. I really love, you know, this special and specific design. Very nice. So here we have this thing in black, we have this part here in aluminum, and for the roof we are in full black. For the side windows, we are also in completely you know, dark windows, tainted windows, which is very nice. Then we have for the rear lights right here, so we have full LED rear lights, which have, you know, some kind of 3D effect, and which are, you know, like a how do you call a paw, the claws of a, you know, of a lion, for example. And we have this black part right here, you know, which makes like the connection for the two lights. Very nice. And for the exhaust, so we are, you know, like usual, they all make the same thing. So we have two fake exhaust pipes, which are, you know, chrome. So we have a very, you know, modern exterior design. I really love how the car was designed, was made. It's very nice. Now in terms of trunk, so we have the trunk can vary between so this, first of all, this is a automatic trunk right there, and we have those two seats. So the third row, they have two seats that can go, you know, well, like this, up and down. And for the second row, we have the same thing, so we can put them completely flat, and I'm going to show you all of that in a minute. In terms of space, it goes from 700 liters to 1940 liters of space in the back, which is just, you know, really a lot. So first of all, before showing you, because it will be more practical, I would like to first demonstrate to you how do you feel in the back on the third row. So we're just going to open it like this and push it like that, and we are going to sit on the third row. So there you go. So I'm going to pull it like this, and there is a safety feature, of course, so you are not, you know, completely squeezed with this seat just in front of me. So this is also nice. So this is how much space I have for my feet when I'm completely in the back. So it's, well, it's not really roomy, but it's quite nice to have those two extra seats. Now in terms of headspace, I just have a few centimeters of, you know, of headspace when I am in the third row. So this is how it is for the rear seats. Now I'm going to demonstrate to you how to have a full trunk completely flat. So everything here in this car is manual, but it's quite easy, so you can, you know, do it in just one hand. So I'm just going to put everything back like that, and like this, and like this. It's very, very easy, although it is, you know, manual. So just be careful here with your hand, so you don't get squeezed or squashed. And there you go, like this, and like this. And for the third one, just to show you, and oops, no, this is the wrong button. And there you go, and you can put all this completely flat. So this is what you get in terms of total trunk space, which is just, you know, amazing, that's for sure. Now let's go for the different materials that they have put in the car. So I'm just going to show you for one seat, and like this. So for the door, so we have hard plastic, we have Alcantara hard plastic here again with different texture, and here we have the how do you call this fake leather right here with the stitching. And then here we have the same, so we have Alcantara right here. We have this fake leather. Those seats are very nice. I really like the design, and are also very comfortable. And if we sit, this is what you get in terms of leg space. This is very nice, very, very nice. You have so much space for your legs. It's just amazing when you can go completely to the back with the rear seat. So this is very nice. You have a lot of space. You have a little tablet right here, which is, you know, with a magnet right there. You have the ventilation right here that you can control, and you have these two USB-A port right here, and you have this little nest right there. You also have this you know, for the sun that you have right here. So this is a very nice addition to the car. So I don't know how to put it up, like this, I guess. And this is how it goes. It's very, very nice. I really like how they have made the car. I just find for such a big car and my height, so everything here is arranged for my height, which is 182 centimeters, and for my head, my hair is touching the roof, so this is a bit less practical, especially for such a big car. So, well, no, it's like this. Now let's go in the front so I can show you the rest. So right here, so we will have the same, almost the same door than in the back. So we have here soft plastic and not hard, Alcantara hard plastic with different texture, and this fake leather right here. And here once again we have hard plastic and a little space, or a nice space to put your bottle. Now in terms of the window, so this is not the same than in the back. This one is special because it has the how you call the premium focal sound, and so they have made different front windows to have a better isolation from the noise. So as you can see here, we have the premium sound, and for the premium sound we have, if I'm not mistaken, we have a 515 watt amplification system, a subwoofer, and we have 10 loudspeakers. So in terms of seats, so we have the Alcantara, we have the fake leather, we have a very nice design. They are very ergonomic. I really like, you know, this little space right here for your vertebra column, I guess you say. And we have this nice stitching right here that you will find also on the dashboard. I will show you right there, and also for the steering wheel. Very nice. I do love the design. So those are electric seats, which are also heated seats with memory functions, lumbar support, and also we have for the massage, so we have an 8-point massage system with 5 massage programs. So this is a nice addition. Now what do we have here? So inside the car, so we have a very nice dashboard with this, you know, like matte chrome or something like that. We have some soft plastic almost everywhere, and we have, as I said before here, the stitching. We have those two ventilation. We have those piano buttons, which allows you to go, you know, to the different functions of the car. We have to control the heating system, and we have here this wireless charging station right there. I really like how they have made this. It's very nice, you know, to have it in the hand. You have this shiny black, which is very nice, but I would be careful concerning, you know, scratches and you know, and filth or dust. You know, this sometimes can be a problem. We have those two cup holders, and for the armrests, which are also in this fake leather and very comfortable, you can open it and you have a refrigerated system right here. I really love this. I think that this space right here is less roomy than the 3008 vehicle. Also, for this part right there, you can control it, so you know, you can adjust yourself for the leg, which is also very nice. In terms of steering wheel, we have this perforated leather steering wheel, which is very nice. I do love the handling of the steering wheel and the sensation, you know, the feel, the look and feel actually of the steering wheel. It's very nice. We have, with this button right here, you can control the different features of the iCockpit. You know, you can switch between the different menus. So you can have, for example, a minimalistic display. You can have a more navigation focused display, or you can have a driving display. There we'll see if you have a car in front of you. You have the lanes on the road also, and we have the dials, which is, you know, like the standard thing. And I think you can also personalize if you want to have other dials. This is as you want. Now we have those different features right here for the active lane assist, the automatic trunk, and we have also as an option the heated the heated front window. You can see actually the lines right here. You have also the wireless station, which is an option. And you have also the panoramic openable roof, which is an option. What did I forget? So we have the HD display right here with a focal premium sound, and it is also compatible Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. So this is a very nice addition. We also have I forgot to mention, actually we have a 12, because it's quite discreet, we have a 12-volt port right here and a USB-A charging port right here. Charging port, and maybe it's also for the Android Auto and Apple CarPlay system, I guess. Now, what I forget, we have in terms of driving modes, we have the Eco, Normal, and Sport mode. For the Sport mode, it comes with the, on this one, it comes by default with the driver Sport package, which will have, you know, an amplification of the sound of the engine, a more, you know, reactive accelerator pedal, and, you know, when it changes gear, it will be more aggressive, more dynamic. And I tested it, and it's actually quite nice to have the Sport mode. Now, almost to finish, in terms of safety features, we have, you know, the tire pressure monitoring system. We can also see, you know, the speed limitation. You can have the automatic braking in case of emergency. You have the speed limiting and the adaptive cruise control. As I said, you have the features to stay in the lane, and you have the, how do you call when you have, you know, a car on your side that you can see. Well, it will also warn you. I think you can see it right here for the, you know, for the little icon. We also have the rear and front camera and parking sensors, and we have this 360-degree view. Well, this is as usual. They have made this 360 view from above with simulated, I don't know how I can say it in English, like, you know, simulated view, because you only have two cameras, you don't have any side cameras, so they have to record what is happening in front and in the back. and then, you know, recreated it in the left and right when you have, you know, the image that will show up. I will show you after. So this is as usual, it's nothing new on this one. And for the last thing that we like to show you also is the, not to show you, but to tell you, it has the night vision option with the infrared camera to detect pedestrians and animals on the road. Now, just to finish before we take it for a little test drive for the screen right here. So let's see. So we have the different features, main features right here, and the screen is also, you know, quite reactive. I really like the screen, how they made it. And if you need to change, you know, the temperature of the car, and you are not in the specific menu, then you can just go to the shortcut right here, and then you can, you know, well, do it like that. So you don't have a full feature right here. For to have the full features, you have to go to the main ventilation menu right here. And just to show you, you can also have this, you know, independently from the left and right. You just need to go to the options and deactivate the mono feature. So you have the air quality system. You can also activate or deactivate the rear air conditioning or the rear ventilation. And we have for the, just to show you, for the main system of the car. So this is what you can have. So parking sensors, blind spot monitoring, etc, etc. And we have also, okay, so we have just, I started from below, from the down. So parking sensor, stop and start, night vision, visual parking assistance, automatic headlight dipping, and park assist. And for the vehicle settings, well, you've got some other menus right here. So we have the everything that is related to the parking. So I just can let you read if you want. Same for the comfort right there. So only one menu, one page of menu, and here is for the safety. So this is what you get. I really like the screen because it's reactive, you know, it's not slow at all, and it's well designed, and it's also very, you know, practical, and it has a good height, so you don't have to take your eyes off the road too long because everything is you know, big enough and just where it needs to be. So just to finish this interior and exterior presentation, so we have a very nice car which has, you know, a lot of space, a lot of room. It's quite, you know, it has a good modularity. I don't know if you can say it, you know, because you can modify, you know, the seats as you want. Just to finish, I think I forgot to mention that those 3 seats right there are completely independent from each other. But I think you may have seen it when I've put them down completely. So it's very nice, very well made, good quality, good materials. I really like how they made this car. So now let's take it for a little spin. See you. Okay everyone, so now I'm going to make a little test drive to give you my impression of the car while driving. But first, and before I forget, I would like to talk to you about the camera system as usual, because I already explained it for the 3008 model, and it's still a little bit the same. So as you know, they have only 2 cameras, one in the front and one in the back. And we have, of course, different view. We have the standard view, depending on, you know, if you are in the rear or in the back for the gear shift. We are in the 180 view, and we have the zoomed view, which is, you know, when you will go in the rear and then you will be close to an object, it will go with this zoomed view. And we have the auto mode, of course, which will switch. So this is quite standard, and we have the directional lines right there. So as you can see here, we have the 360 view, which is in the front, in the back, and on the side, which is right now grayed out because the system has to record the environment before it is able to show it to you in a complete 360 view. So now I'm in the back like that. I'm going to put the front, and as you can see, it keeps in memory what it has recorded. So this is very, you know, very smart. But there is a problem with that, which is it's a temporary view, so if you stop moving it will be grayed out again, and this is necessary for safety because the environment might change and it will not be shown right here, so you might hit something. And just to finish, the camera system, the quality is still not there yet, so this is very sad because it's very smart, but the quality it's not good. The quality is not good of the camera system. Now, so let's make a test drive. So we are in I've just switched before to the eco mode of the car, and then we will switch, into the sport mode, and I'm going to see how it handles. So what I really like is that this car is very big, but you do not have this impression of driving a big car. You have a turn radius which is very good. It's almost, let's say, almost like a city car. This is very nice. You have a lot of, driving assist system. You have the cameras, you have the parking sensor, which are very well made. And as I said before on this one, so you have the premium sound, the focal system as they call it, and you have these windows that are better in terms of noise isolation. And when you will make a test drive, if you do, you will feel, you will hear that you are very well isolated from the noise. I almost do not hear the cars passing by. So this is also due to the good quality of the car in general, but also to those special windows. So the suspensions are also quite comfortable. So you have a little bit, of, like this when you take a runabout, because it's a very high car. But this is, well, normal. The car is high. The suspensions are good in the front. They may be more stiff in the back because of the height of the car, the weight of the car, and also with everything that you can put in the trunk, because it's a 7-seat. It's a 7-seater, and also we have a very large trunk if you put the seats down, so it has to be a little bit more stiff for safety. But it's not really a problem, at least not for the driver. The comfort is very nice. You don't feel the road. You might hear a little, how do you call this? While driving, while running, you have a little, you might have a little noise, while driving. This is, I think, because of the 19 inches wheel. So this is something you might be, might hear more at high speed, but not for city driving. For city driving, the car is extremely comfortable. There is no discussion about that. This is very well made. For the steering wheel and for the all the electronic behind it, it's also very easy to take it, to this feeling of the steering wheel is very nice. Same for the the steering wheel assist. Very nice car, that's for sure. I really love it. The interior is very similar to the 3008. There is, I guess, no difference, no real difference between them in terms of materials that they have used. But I think that the comfort is higher on this, a little bit higher on this one compared to the 3008. So for the eco mode, you don't really hear the engine noise. When it switches, changes speed, you almost don't feel it. So they've made a really good job right here. And now let's go to the sport mode, because the sport mode will be more dynamic. So of course we have 180 horsepower for 1.5 tons. I think that this is the perfect mix, for the power, the horsepower and the weight. It's quite good. Below below 180 horsepower, maybe I would not recommend it, because if you have 7 people, a lot of things in the trunk, it might be, you know, not enough. But 180 horsepower is very, very good. It's more dynamic also in sport mode. No, it's more, you know, it wants to play in sport mode. It's very nice. I like also the noise of the engine, which is higher. You have the gears that are more, you know, the gears that are being changed, you know, faster. You don't have to wait too much. You have to have, you know, the power you need. It's a really good car, actually. I really like it. It's a big one, very easy to drive, but I do not really see any bad, you know, points in terms of comfort. So just to sum up, so this car is great. You have a lot of space, you have a lot of comfort, you have a lot of options, you have nice materials, and you have a 7-seater. Now, for the quite, you know, points that are not that good is the headspace for the second seats, for the rear seats, so the second and the third levels of seats. Those are roomy enough. You have space, but not for the head. I just had a few centimeters between my head and the roof, and I'm only 182 centimeters. So this is, for such a high car, I do find this space maybe missing a little bit. Now with the 19 inches wheel, you might hear the road a little bit, you know, maybe a little bit more, but this must be linked to the 19 inches wheel, but the comfort is here. The rear suspensions are a little bit stiffer, but I think that's not really a problem. And for the last thing, as usual, which is missing, is a good camera. The quality of the camera is not really here, and this is quite, you know, I'm gonna say it, it's saddening to have such good you know, options, comfort, design. You've got almost everything in the car, and I don't have any problems by, you know, with the fact that I have only put 2 cameras to have a 360 view. Actually, I don't really care about that because they are very smart, but for the quality of the image, this is saddening. I'm sorry, but I still do not understand why we have on such good cars, the 3008 and a 5008 Peugeot, such lousy, you know, qualities for the camera. So as you can see, just to finish, here I am on a road that is actually not that good, and I just can feel a little bit, you know, hear the noise of, you know, of the road, let's say. But I guess that's not really a problem. Maybe it's just me being picky as usual, but otherwise it's a very, very nice car. So I hope you enjoyed this review, and I'm gonna see you next time for another one. Bye bye.